What's up, y'all? This is Throwing Light. I'm LTJ Reeves, and if you're not throwing light, you're not acting right. I am doing this. This is a YouTube channel. I need you guys to go to my YouTube page and go whatever. When you click on this, go subscribe so you can get all the videos of Throwing Light that we've done thus far, plus the Throwing Light tour and all the new things that are going to be coming in 2026. So please, if you're a
Yes.
fan of Throwing Light, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We have got my IMO brother here, Cade Raven,
Whoop, whoop.
Mr. Root 66, 2024, 2023.
2023.
2023. We are IML brothers, IML 46.
Yes. Mass load.
And we were also in group one together.
Yes. So we're kind of like double brothers.
I was one and you were four, right?
Yep. Go us. I was so glad I didn't pick number
I know,
one.
like you were literally like when you're an IML, like, and you're with your group or like the people, like it was like numbers. Like I knew the first four, it was you, Jesus,
Yeah.
Tony. Wait, okay. So me, Jesus, Tony, you.
Then
And
me.
I know like Spencer's in there. I know, like, I don't know, but like literally I spent time standing waiting, and you can look and do stuff. Even when we were changing though and hanging out, you just are kind of, that was the most I think I like when we were waiting. There's so much waiting, but I think it was like that
So much.
Friday when we didn't think we were going to get fed. Remember, we ended up getting like cold pizza or something like
Yes.
that.
We're like, we're hungry over here.
But I don't. There was a rumor saying that they didn't normally feed them or something like that, and so they
Yeah.
changed
Somebody said
it.
something about you're probably going to just have to like do it on your own. I'm like, wait, when are we supposed to do that?
Being sequestered. Talk about don't. I mean, we had a great time, but that, man, people don't understand. Like,
No,
especially
it's wild.
that Sunday where like we get up and literally go and
Yeah.
stay. We rehearse. We don't go anywhere. I think they
No,
changed
you
it
can't
for
go
you
hang out.
last year. No, they had a meal for us.
You
We
had to
did
be
not
escorted to the
see.
bathroom, yo.
Yeah.
You couldn't even
Mhm.
go potty by
Well,
yourself.
so I don't know. Maybe someone that's in this past IML 47 can attest to this. I heard they were actually let go to go eat this time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
not
start
us.
shit. That's what I heard. IML 47. So
All right,
confirm that for me,
47.
please.
Yeah, no,
Confirm
not
that.
us.
But not
We
us. No, it was
no,
like
we were
against my
sequestered
model.
like
We
a
were
grand
not.
jury.
No, no. They
Yeah,
they they fed us. They fed us. They
yeah,
fed us.
yeah.
They fed us a little, and I think I had like 3 plates. I was so hungry.
I feel like even when we were in the room signing posters, we had people watching us, right? Like you're not sneaking out of here.
Yeah, we had to stay. No, we could not. We could not walk out of a room by
Uh,
ourselves. We
no,
were not
escort
allowed.
everywhere.
We were not allowed to leave that room without an escort.
It
And
was
I'm talking
wild.
about escorting you like just the 2 doors down to the bathroom. Is that serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was wild. And it was interesting for me to go back this past year. I was on the judging team with Kenzo, taking care, judge wrangler slash runner.
Yeah.
Um, and it was fun, and it was really fun to see everything go down from the other side. Because I got to sit in on all the interviews. That was really interesting. It was neat. It was neat to go back and see, like, and know what they're going through, right? Be like, oh man, I know what you're feeling right now.
And don't you? And you feel you reminisce with it, and you remember experience. But there's so many parts of me that don't want to go back to that.
Yeah,
Because, and what I mean that not the IML, but just the competitive life, the competition life.
exactly.
I don't really
Yeah,
want to go back to the competition life.
it's a lot. It's a lot to shoulder.
Yeah, yeah, and like I wish I could have gone a little bit more seasoned, but it is what it is. My cards were played when they were, and I wrestled around. If I could do another title, and I just don't think I can handle it for my own identity, my
Right.
own self worth, my own self to be LTJ Reads as a whole leather man. Not
Yeah.
to just be this in competition mode all the time. And then, as we were talking earlier, we were doing some
The
Scorpio talking before these cameras came on.
spotlights,
Yes, like and
the
getting
drama.
deep into it. So I'm so glad I have a fellow Scorpio. And literally, we're like on the cusp of like I'm at the cusp of the beginning, you're at the cusp.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were talking about that before. We were talking about a few things. So I lost my train of thought. Bring me back. Bring me back.
Well, we were the last thing we were talking about when you're like, whoa, whoa, hang on, let's start the show. Um,
That we
re-
okay.
Restorative justice, like that's kind of my passion right now, right?
Okay,
Like,
so this is where we're going to come. This is where we're going to bring the conversation to. Okay,
yeah,
so I'm coming from the angle that people, or we're both. Okay, we believe people deserve second chances. Okay,
yes, yes,
and we were discussing over policing in the community.
yes.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So I am actually right now about to start a restorative justice certification program. So it's kind of a passion of mine anyway. Anytime I see someone going through that process, offering to go through a formal restorative justice process, I shared with you, I saw a Facebook post just today where an individual who just won a title, someone dug up something from, gosh, I think it said 5 or 6 years back that they felt was problematic and have created some drama around it. So this new title holder made a very nice post on Facebook and said, I am willing to participate in whatever restorative justice practices people feel, are appropriate. I am sorry. I am sorry I hurt someone. And there was a pretty nasty comment on it that was like, basically, this apology, you're doing this all wrong. You didn't say this the right way. You didn't, and just really picked apart this person's apology and basically told them, I don't accept this. You didn't say the right things. You're not taking enough ownership. I mean, how much more ownership can you take than to go on your personal Facebook, apologize to all 1,500 or whatever friends of yours, and say, I screwed up, I'm going to fix it, and I'll fix it in whatever way the community feels is necessary. How's that not enough? We're going to create an environment where people are going to be like, fuck it, I'm not apologizing. I'm not going public and apologizing so I can get.
Then let's go even deeper and go straight. I don't need to make somebody kill themselves. Did you freeze? Did you hear what I just said?
You froze. What'd you say?
Okay, I said I don't want to make somebody kill themselves. You get what I'm saying? I
Exactly.
don't need to like. This is what we discussed, and I just made a Facebook post like this. Like I've had so many people come at me since I've been doing the Throwing Line tour about this, that drama, specifically coming at me about being in a photo with somebody. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I am doing. I want to say for the record, I am doing public events. I
Hmm.
am who shows up. I first of all, you want to police who comes to my events, you give me a security guard. You pay for that.
Exactly. Get me a team.
Pay for that, okay? And then second of all, like what are we doing here? Like what
Yeah.
like I don't if if this situation is so dire, why
Hmm.
is this person walking around the community all the time? And that's not and just want to say it's just very frustrating because the people that are giving me the speech, what they say we're growing up in church, everybody sins. And you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be comparing your sins to this and that. And I'm like, I have people in my DMs. I'm like, dude, like you're doing stuff that if you were found out, you'd be put to jail. You'd be sent to
Yeah.
jail,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're worried about this dude. And like it just it's frustrating. And the more reason that's frustrating is when you are doing events. And I don't know how you feel about this. So let's go back to our title here. You're
Yeah.
doing so much to not make a mistake is impossible. You're going to
Oh,
get
yeah.
someone's pronouns wrong. Okay. You're going to
You're going to
potentially.
use a word that's not politically correct. Like I just got called out for, and it was wrong of me, and I was glad I got called out. But and I'll say this publicly, and if somebody wants to come at me, come at me. But for whatever reason, the word powwow slipped out of my mouth, talking about my bio family here. Like we were going to get together and have a talk about something, and I used that word, and immediately someone was like, "Whoa!" Like someone in my family, like you can't say that. Like why?
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's offensive, and I get that. I get
I'm
that
pretty
because,
sure my elementary school teacher said that to me.
but I'm not native. I'm not native, and so I can see where they're coming from. But also. I genuinely, I did not realize, and I think we all do that, right? Like, I was fine with being called out. I don't want to say things that are problematic, and no, I don't say obvious problematic things. Like, I don't use, the N word. I hate it. So I'm not a person who's going to say something that I know is offensive. So call me out. That's fine. Let me apologize. Like, I'll do better. But we don't do that to each other in this community. Like, if somebody screws up, there are people that will just, like, you are public enemy number one forever,
Um, I think
like you said.
I
This
think it
person,
just it's you want to talk about performative. It's performative drama. That's what it is. It's these
yeah.
people that go out and try to be self-righteous, vague booking,
Hmm.
about
Yeah.
things. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm at the point you're gonna come in my DMs with, I'm going to say who came at me and you said that. Like, just know that
Yeah.
for anybody, if you're saying something about somebody, don't make me
I'm
have to
a
say this again. I'm a Scorpio. I'm an investigator.
Thank you. Thank you. I just I was gonna say recently, it's been about a year. Um, Daddy was dating someone, and someone from this person's past like came to my DMs. Like, I'm not even dating this person. My daddy is. But came in my DMs and was like telling me I needed to watch out for this person and this person's a horrible person and started saying all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa, whoa. I don't even know you. Like, I do not know you. And I'm not stupid. I can figure people out. Like, we're all the enemy in someone's book, right? We're all villains in
And
somebody's story.
I'm having to accept that. And but you know what's crazy is that people are mad at me reacting to them doing something to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This time last year, I had a mentor, because he was feeling some kind of way about other people involved, say that he was going to stay home and wash his hair during the weekend of my competition, my step down, where I would have loved to have him there. Like,
Yeah.
petty like that. And I'm like, fuck, if this person's that petty, I don't want them in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so I told this person, like, you need to get out of my DMs. Let me, if I'm mistrusting someone, I'll figure it out. I'll find that out. But I will decide for myself about people. Like, I don't like that game. Don't come to me telling me, hey, stay away from, LTJ. Like, stay
But
away
let's
from
be
this
real.
person.
We're gonna go, and like, when it comes to that, I know you like me. I'd be like, oh, okay, hold on a second. Send message to three people.
Yeah.
Who do you know this person? Do you know this person?
Hmm.
If you pass my three references,
Yeah, that's how I am. Like, and I watch people, I see how people are operating in the community. I knew this person was a good person. Maybe they've made mistakes. Maybe they pissed somebody off, you know. We all do. We all do. You're good. There's people out there that can't stand me. So, you know,
I know that I have haters, and that's guaranteed, certified mail,
same.
and that's okay. And it's because of me, and maybe I need to do better, Cade. I admit I need to work on myself. I want to work on myself all the time, and I get mad. I get mad, and I'm very sensitive to people criticizing things that they're not doing.
Yeah.
And if you have a suggestion, sure, give that to me. But don't go saying how I'm failing the
Hmm.
community because I'm not
Yeah.
presenting things the way you want.
Right. Right.
I guess it's this whole calling out culture where you get on the internet
Yeah.
on your keyboard and you call people out. Dude, I've been at a contest with people and they act like everything's peachy key, and then they get home. Oh, I'm disappointed at blah blah blah. I'm like, why are you in here smiling in everybody's face? See that?
Yeah. Um, yeah. I don't like the games. I don't like the games. So
And there are games.
would run for time
They're not good
froze.
games. Let's put it like that. It's not it, it's like this is
No,
like
and
people
our
playing
community,
checkers,
we're
playing
under
checkers,
attack.
like tit for tat, very checkers. And I am the chess player, and I'm here, and I'm like, this is. Sometimes, Kate, you gotta let people make the move. You gotta let them make the moves, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
And
Um,
Say what you're gonna
Like
say.
being a title holder is it puts you because someone else recently asked me if I was going to run for a title again. I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. Like I went to IML. Like that's for me kind of the you know
We
that's the
hear
Mount
all kinds of
Everest for
things about
me.
they all
Um,
say that either people have gone a second time, but everyone whispers, oh, it's looked down upon or whatever like that. But I feel like, look, if you take a
well, I
break,
wouldn't want to go do IML again.
they
Hmm?
have non-IML titles though, right? Would you do that?
I've thought about running for. Um, I've kicked around the idea of running for international leather boy.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I am knee deep in my daddy's title year. Um, and she's preparing for international. So that's where my energy's going right now. It'd be pretty shitty of me to be like, oh, hey, good luck at internationals. I'm running for my own title this year.
I don't think I with what I already have going on with I don't want a feeling of obligation. I don't think I can handle it. As much as I would want it for the purpose of being active for the political midterm,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the only thing driving it. But the thing is that I know I've had a lot of unhappiness and
Yeah.
it's dealing with people. And I am at a point now where I am removing people and I can't let the floodgates happen again. And I think being that cautious is a little too um um it's wishful thinking if I have a title. Like
Yeah.
it's wishful thinking because it's going to be harder to have boundaries.
Oh,
There
yeah.
are people that are going to want me to do this and that because of the title. And I'm going to have to negotiate my happiness with other people. And I don't want to negotiate my happiness. And I think that's the number
Yeah.
one thing that is like, Lewis, you did this. Like, I would have to come back as a second coming for me to go for another title again. You know what I'm saying? Like, there
Yeah.
would need to be something new. But, like, I think my evolution is just to be a power player without having to do IML again. I think
Which I think you're doing a good job of. Like I mean, just this alone, like you're getting people's voices out there. People are getting heard, seen, and you're talking about the important shit. So you don't have to be glossy. We don't have to
this is your second or third time on here.
second.
Yeah, because you
Is
didn't
it? Wait,
really. I think it's three. I could be wrong though. I thought this is your third time.
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is three because I think I did.
Not everybody gets to come back, y'all. I have to like you.
Well, thank you for wanting me back, and thank you for moving it out a week. I
Of
was,
course, of course. No, no, I need to be a way to catch up too. So I don't know, like,
yeah, I
I
was
also
sick as a
got.
dog last week, and
So
that
I'm,
was,
I'm like, dude. Okay, so my goal is to go IML 3 years in a row. I might take a break for the fourth year. So I
yeah,
guess I'm gonna go ahead and just do another reunion, dude.
yeah. Let's do it. Let's
Might as
do it.
well. We
It'd
had
be
a good time
fun.
last year.
It'd be fun. I should be feeling pretty good by then. I have a shoulder
Got
surgery
7 months.
January
What? 6 months? 6 months.
ish. Yeah,
Yeah, we got 6 months, dude. It's six
yeah.
months now because it's like the 24th or something. I mean,
Last year was so hard. Oh my God, IML was so hard for me last year. I get like these chronic sinus infections, and I got probably the worst one I've ever had. And I was sick as a fucking dog during IML, and I was working it and having to get up early to go to, like interviews. And oh my God, I
well, let's talk
struggled.
about that real quickly before we get towards the
Yeah,
end. Being a judge's boy, like we
it was
actually
fun.
don't even talk. I don't think you are episode. This is 125. I can't remember what other episodes you've been on. This is episode 125. And I don't think that we've had a single person come on and speak as a boy about boy life or anything
Yeah,
like that. I've had boys on here, but we've
yeah.
never talked about that relationship, what that means. And I am telling you, there are people that are watching this show that are not of our community that are trying to understand. And
Oh
so,
yeah.
why don't you kind of go into that a little bit for me?
Yeah, I mean, since my title year, because like for one thing, I get sirred and daddied all the time because the silver go. Um, yeah, I am 100% leather boy. There's top bone in my body. I am, someone just told me recently, like, well, all leather boys grow up to be daddies. Like, no. Nope, they don't have no desire to be a daddy. So during my title year, like add, the way I look, I guess, and present sometimes, and then having a Mr. title. Um, I felt so I loved it. I loved my title year, don't get me wrong. But it was also kind of dysphoric for me as a boy, right? Because I was treated like basically like a top. And it felt really weird, which is part of the drive for me to want to run for a boy title. I don't know, but yeah, I don't feel like we're seen in the title holder community. If you're a boy, I feel like that gets lost. It just gets kind of watered down.
I think all, and I think we don't talk about boys competing for IML. I think most people that would know would assume it's all like, hyper masculine, Tom
Yeah,
Finland,
yeah,
older men. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
understand, IML is about one of the most body positive experiences you can go through.
dude, right?
Everybody type was on that
Everybody's high,
stage. On
and
that
no one judging any other
no,
than the judges.
no,
you
no.
know,
It's truly magical because
it
everyone's
is.
being allowed to be sexy in that space too, and some people don't feel sexy,
I
and I
didn't,
think that's what's so great about.
dude.
Well,
I wanted to run
wait, did
away.
you not feel sexy when you were there, or you mean, or in general?
No, so I went there feeling like not enough. Like
I felt that way. I felt that way
I
too.
didn't look good enough.
I
I
felt that
didn't
way.
have all the right gear. I didn't have as much stuff as I
I
wanted to
was
have.
in your same boat, my friend.
Um,
I did not have all the looks to compete. I'm sorry.
dude, when I saw you the first time, come on, I thought you were so fucking hot. like,
Yeah, but thank you. But
but and no, let me finish because I'm not one of those people. I'm not shallow. So the first conversation we had, I'm like, he's one of the real ones. Like you are not full of yourself at all, and in my opinion, you could be. And but you're just genuine. You're down to earth, and that was my overall takeaway with my Emma brothers. I
yeah,
was
well,
astounded.
there have only been a couple of okay. So are you're still in the group chat, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So our group chat for IML, we're still there. I think what happens, there are people that get an attitude and leave. We've seen
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And good riddance, goodbye.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Some of the people needed to remove themselves. Others that just become inactive and leave. It's nothing personal. Because I ran into Nacho at Manchester Leather Weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was beautiful. I wasn't expecting to run into Nacho, and just Nacho's just not in there. But then XJ left, and XJ messaged me to come back, so XJ's back in there. So,
Awesome.
I mean,
I
it's
have been
real.
inactive because of all my health drama,
But
but
you're connected. What I'm trying to say is that you didn't leave the chat.
no, no,
Like,
no,
I
no.
don't know. I do have a dean. I only have a dean notification on that chat. Just
Okay.
and because I couldn't keep up back in the day when we were super active, and you put your phone down and then you pick it up and there's like 212 messages and you're like, holy fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it gets
Um,
wild.
yeah, but so you know, we know who we are. And there wasn't a lot of, there wasn't any serious issues, but nothing too dramatic. I've heard of some things that have gone on in other groups, but okay,
I
cool.
felt like our group was pretty solid. I mean,
I
for the
like a
most part.
lot. I love and like I mean, I love a lot of my. I can't think. I feel like the ones that like there's only like like three of us that I just absolutely don't want to talk to. Like
There's a couple. I have a couple.
yeah, I mean there's a few that, and two of them removed themselves from the chat, and one of them just he died down his drama whenever that happened. But so and wish me happy birthday. So I'm not gonna say
I'm
shit.
curious. I'm curious if we're thinking
I'll
about the
tell
same
you
person.
when
Anyway,
we
we're not gonna dish. We're not gonna dish. Um,
Alex. Oh, wait, no, no. I almost said I was. It's not Alex. It's not Alex. No, but I was going to say Alex would know who I'm talking about. Let me stop here right now. Let me
yeah,
stop
we're not
right
gonna do
here. We're
that.
about to
We're
get a
not. We're
reality
not.
television show. That's what's about to
That's
happen.
not the right light to be throwing, right? Um,
Let's start
I
right
just ran
here.
into
It's honesty, though.
I
It's
just ran into
honesty.
our IML, I run into Jamal everywhere, I feel like, and we just saw each other at Wisconsin the other
I have
weekend.
not. Jamal,
Um,
Jamal is a person that I just feel like we definitely need a reconnection talk. So
God, he's such
I'm
a good
looking to go
guy.
to San Fran in March for the Throwing Light tour. So I'm hoping I'll see Jamal then. All right, there's one thing. There are two things you have to do. The first thing is before I let you go is there any aspect of our community that you feel like we are not? Well, you've been on the show before. What is something that you think we're not shedding enough light on?
Really, just God, it's hard to package it up in a couple sentences, but kind of like we're the drama with each other and the infighting.
Yeah,
We got to work on it. I mean, we're under such attack from the outside. I mean, unprecedented attacks on our community,
it's
right?
exhausting.
Legally, it's scary, and people mental health is a big issue right now with our community. It's scary times. I mean, it really is, and I'm not trying to like be all like the sky is falling, but it kind of is. There's some scary stuff going on, and I just feel like we keep there are people in this community that just every chance they get take a giant shit on somebody else in the community, and like you said, I'm afraid we're gonna lose people, because our community as a whole
You
has been
just
pushed
never
about as
know, dude.
far.
They're constantly like, look, I lost a friend to suicide last year, and like, God, he was having a problem with math, and like, he could have talked to me.
Yeah,
And so he was doing my poetry show in New Orleans, and when I got to New Orleans the day before the show, we were supposed to hang out and he canceled. He said he wasn't feeling well. And I'm like, okay, like you better get the show. So he shows up to
yeah,
the show and I'm happy just to see him.
yeah,
The show's over and they're like, hey, such and such was on drugs. I'm like, what? I'm kind of in denial about it because,
right,
so when we left the show, I said, hey, I want to hang out with you. I know we're the show, but I said I was come see you. So I'm with him and two of his friends. We're walking down Bourbon Street, heading down to the bars, and he takes a phone call. And we're at Lafitte's, which is right across from Clover Grill, if you don't know what I'm talking about.
yep, yep,
And he goes across the other street. I'm on the Lafitte side. I can see him. So I'm looking at a corner, and there's walking down past Lafitte's all the way back towards Rampart, or there's going towards Pub and Oz. And I'm watching him, and then he takes off and just starts walking down towards Rampart. And there was this, I kid you not, Kate, something in my spirit said, yell for him. Yell.
yeah,
And
wow,
I didn't. And I just said, okay, surely I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Something major must have happened. So
right,
I went and hung out with his friends I just met, right? So then I don't see him, right? And so I get back to Austin from New Orleans and I'm sitting, it's a Tuesday. So I've been back. I left him Sunday night. And so we left
hmm
each other. I'm at work and I just said, you know what? I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to spend time with him. So I sent him a text message. And I was like, I really hate that this, and it just really it feels like you're still using and things like that. And I was
yeah,
upset and just said, I'm really disappointed. And so then he text messages me back. He goes, don't worry, I want to get what I deserve. And Kate, 3 hours later,
mm,
he jumped off his balcony on the street and killed himself.
my
And
God,
I thought I sent the text message that led to that. I got more to the story after the fact. He was obviously he needed some sleep and he did not get it.
yeah.
But he jumped out, I'm like literally 3 hours after me.
Uh,
But you don't know. But it freaks me out because you never know what someone's breaking point is.
we just lost
It's
someone
going
this
back to
year,
what we're talking about.
my best friend's wife, just this year. We met them up in the cities, had a wonderful lunch, laughed our asses off. I mean, we had drinks and just fucking laughed, reconnected. She didn't go out a lot. She wasn't someone who was super social, very introverted. But just like this magical human being. Like you just don't know what people are dealing with.
You don't.
Um, and she was like super into like getting into some Buddhist things and just a really cool person, really cool person. She was teaching yoga and so anyway, we met for lunch, had this great lunch, laughed, reconnected, like we got to do this more often. And she was like so happy and was like, I love you guys. Oh my God. Like, yes, let's make a point to do this every month. And it was maybe 2 months after that, I get a text from my best friend, and it just, and I won't mention her name, but we'll call her Emily. I get this text and it said Emily's dead. That's all it said, and I'm like, the fuck, like, is he drunk? Is this some kind of a sick joke? Like, what the hell? So I texted him back, and yeah, she just, nobody knows why. Didn't leave a note. Didn't, nothing. Just hung herself. Like,
Bro,
just
Robin
done.
Williams
Just
killed himself. You don't fucking know. People that make other people laugh are sad. Isn't that
yeah,
crazy?
yeah, yeah.
All right, well, okay. So before I
So
let
anyway,
you
on that happy
go,
note,
no, we're gonna leave it like that. So I want people to think about how you treat people. Just
yeah,
think
think about how
about
you
it.
talk to
Like
people, and when
even if you
somebody,
don't agree with them, or if you even don't like them, just distance yourself. That's what I do.
yeah, just leave them
Just get away
alone.
from me. If I don't like you
Leave
for
them
the
alone.
weekend, go do whatever you want. Okay. You
The
got to
thing I
close the
remind
show
myself all
now.
the
I don't
time,
think that I was doing this last time you're on here. So I'm going to count to three, and you're going to say, if you're not throwing light, you're not acting right.
yes,
You ready?
I am ready.
One, two, three.
If you're not throwing right light, you're not acting right.
If you're not throwing right, you're a sissy.
Yeah. Um, and I'm so glad we got to reconnect. I'm so
No,
glad we got to
yes,
reconnect.
and we'll connect more. But that has been another episode. This has probably been the sassiest throwing light episode I've ever done. So
We got a little sassy up in
note
here.
that for
No,
sure. Luckily, there's no networks that can cancel me.
we
All
can't
right,
get
y'all.
canceled.
Thank you all for watching Throwing Light, and we'll see you next time.